WSCS make it a better place to live because they make it a community. From our point of view, the things that external contractors possibly don't pay the attention to, the estate services employees do. So they live within the communities. And I always feel if you live and work in an area, then you are more invested. You will do things that other people will not pay attention to. You will walk by things if you don't live in the area. Whereas if you have to walk by it every day because you live here, you're more likely to convince your workmates that it's something that you need to do something about.
When we first took over the estate was very run down in certain areas, backcourts especially. Tenants and customers were a little bit, the morale was low because they weren't getting the service they were paying for. And WSCS then took over that challenge. The tenants, the customers and ourselves deserve to stay in. And we take pride in our area going forward, and we always will.
Yeah, I think we make the place a better place to live for all the tenants, because beforehand it was a bit of a riot out the back gardens, is the nicest way to put it. And it's came on leaps and bounds since we've been here. The area just looks a whole lot better in general, and the tenants we talk to seem to appreciate us being here.
We're part of a team of estates caretakers that have got different functions. So when we're cleaning closes, we're obviously making sure the public areas are free of any obstacles and clean and hygienic. So there's a standard to be kept.
Sometimes we come in and do a full flat, and sometimes it's just one room. This one in particular is a whole flat. So we might only be one day in a flat. Other days we could be over a week. It just depends. There's never two the same, so it's good variety for us. Sometimes there's underlying problems. I might have had pets. Maybe they were smokers. There's nicotine problems. Just give it a fresh coat of paint, really. Just brighten it up. That's it. I think people are just pleased to see that you're improving their environment. You're making the place look better, and just having you about. I think people do appreciate the fact they see somebody there that's trying to make the place look better and makes it feel better too. It's really enjoyable working. We've got a good team here. It's constantly changing, it's constantly evolving. We're taking on more and more work, and there's more guys coming in with loads of different skills. So
communal close cleaning, painter work, basic landscaping, bulk uplift. There's elements within there that we do as a standard that's built into rental that they're charged. But we go beyond that because we have the capacity to do it, so we do it more frequently. We react to it, we will go back and do more than what's been asked. And we will also pilot other activities and look to see where we can actually extend the services beyond where it is just now.
This shows us a comparison with this lane here. Both sections of this needs all its weeds and its moss removed for slip and trip hazards. And then on top of that, we've got a lot of different materials such as bits of metal, things like that, where people can fall over. So this is one which, this has been not cleaned in 2 weeks, and that's all we have in it is a bit of leaf, which will be cleaned on Wednesday every week. This is the reason why WS Estate Services was introduced at the start, to ensure we don't leave areas like this. No.
People talk about community-based housing associations, but we're a community anchor. So this year, for example, WSCS's gift aid has kept the community centre in Whiteinch open. All funding was removed and it would have closed on the 31st of March this year. The money generated solely by Whiteinch and Scotsland's Estate Services subsidiary has allowed the organisation to keep the centre open for the next 12 months. Gift aid is the ability for a profit-making company to donate their money back to, in our case, a parent organisation, which is Whiteinch and Scotland Housing Association. That organisation then benefits from that gift aid, which is exempt from taxation, that allows us to go and then do great work within our communities with the money that's been generated from our estate service function.
A lot of housing associations have got contractors that come in, and it's kind of faceless. You just come in, paint it and leave. That we know we're going to be working here long term, so it helps to build up a rapport with the local people, you know, because you want to be well received, you want to get on with people, so you've got to be decent with people, and hopefully you get that back.
We have undertook the new painting contract for 7 years, and we are now starting to get amazing feedback from tenants and customers within the completed closes to say what a great job I've been doing. And the close cleaning, the groundswork. We get a lot of nice compliments regarding the grass being cut and how it looks lovely in the summer, and in the winter there's no slips, trips or issues with leaves and litter, things like that. So overall, all year round, we do get a lot of compliments and a lot of hugs.
We do see a lot of good feedback in person to the boys on site, and they take a lot from that, because the jobs they do are quite labour intensive and they're repetitive. So to have someone come out of their house and say they're very proud of the way their entrance looks, it makes their day.
It's nice for them when they ask, can I ask your name or something, with myself, Dougie, James. It's nice that they can interact with you on a first name basis, and myself with the tenants as well, I can interact with them on a first name basis, and it's, for me, it does just give you a wee bit of pride and happy to know you're part of the community and everyone's enjoying it.
I'm most proud of my team and the estate workers and how our estate looks. From how it was when we first took over the area to how it is now. The amount of people that will stop the team on the streets and say how well it looks and how it's such a difference and how it's such a nicer place to live, that's a sense of achievement on its own, and that makes it worth its while.
And for me, the housing associations get so much to offer to people in the area, because some of the best ideas are the simplest ones, and I want everyone who works for us to feel that they have the correct environment to do that in. We want to support their learning and development. We want, for most of them, this to be their first stop on their way to having a better life. And if people want to choose to stay with us for the majority of their life, then we must be doing something right. But for every person who leaves our organisation, I want them to tell another 10 that this is the best place that you could work.